What happens if I get stuck in the bottom? What do I do then? Hi, hello, welcome back to another week and another video. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name's Alexi, and on my channel, I like to teach you how to live a happier and healthier lifestyle. We are going strong on this little squat series. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to fail a squat properly in safety bars, which one is very important if you really want to test your limits, because we want to make sure that, of course, we are always practicing our lifts in a safe manner. Safety is always number one. If you get injured, how the heck are you gonna lift? This also is important just to give you that little bit of reassurance if this is something that you're still learning and you get that fear of what happens if I get stuck in the bottom, what do I do then? Worst case scenario, we're just gonna throw that barbell behind us and walk away. But I would recommend and prefer failing the squat inside the safety bars. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you today. When we are setting up our safety bars, we want to always be setting up our safety bars with an empty bar. This will give you the opportunity to really go through and realize if they're in a correct spot for you. You don't wanna be figuring this out when you're halfway through your sets. This should be the first step. Sometimes as well, when you set the safety bars up, it will throw you off a little bit just having bars in your peripherals. I always recommend just starting all of your sets on that note. Another thing with the safety bars is those imbalances and imperfections could show here, because what can sometimes happen is the plates will hit the safety bars if you sway in the bottom or if you're shifted too far to either direction. We want to set our safety bars up at the lowest position of our squat. When I'm figuring it out, I usually just do one of these. Like, okay, my bar would probably be right about there. So that's where I'm gonna start. Just like the clips, we might need to reposition them a few times to find the optimal position. We're gonna go here and here. Another thing to pay attention to is the size of the safety bars. When you are using the safety bars, you also need to be very mindful that you are keeping yourself within the range of the safety bar, so that if you need to use it and fail it, it's there. So you don't want to be walking a mile out of the squat rack. If you back out of the safety bars aren't doing anything. So I'm gonna set myself up, and I'm gonna pop down into the bottom of my squat. So I'm gonna go down into my first rep. All right, this is actually slightly too high for me. I wanna go a little bit lower in my squat. So if you go into that first rep and your bar immediately hits the safety bar, we gotta move those safety bars a little bit lower. But we don't wanna move them too low. Because when you fail at the very bottom of your squat, you should be able to maintain your squat position. You don't want to have to completely bend and fold in the bottom of your squat to fail it in the safety bar. So we also want to make sure that there's not too much space between your bar and the safety bar for you to have to fold forward to fail the squat. This would be way too low, because now I have to get into this position in order to fail my squat. This is not a good optimal position. I want my squat to fail right about here, because then I can drop forward a little bit. Listen, sometimes this is just trial and error to find the optimal spot. Once you find the optimal spot, if you're always doing your movements in the same rig, you just have to remember the number and you know exactly which spot to go to every time. All right, third time's the charm. This is about my lowest range of motion. Now I can fail my bar perfectly. If I was in my squat and I needed to fail my squat, I'm going to push, 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 push. I can't. Drop, and then I'm gonna crawl out the front. Let me show you with a little bit of weight so you can get the full effect. All right, I'm gonna fail my squat now. So again, you wouldn't wanna walk all the way out here. I'm outside of my safety bars now. So if I were to fail my squat, I'm pretty much screwed. If I'm failing my squat, I am coming down. I'm failing. Drop the bar down and crawl out of the front. In this instance, it's slightly harder to come out of the front because I have a wall here, but you would just crawl out of the front, and then I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna unstrip the weight from my bar so that I can put my bar back to its starting position on the clips. I hope you feel comfortable and confident now, knowing and understanding how to properly fail your barbell back squat inside the safety bars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye.